Happy Earth Month, crochet creators! Although I feel like every month should be Earth Month. In this video, we are going to crochet a flower crown or a garland. Because who doesn't love flowers in their hair? I'm Candace, and welcome to Forest Feather Fashion, Earth Day, Episode 1. We'll make the vine with 2 different sizes of leaves and 5 types of flowers in different colors and sizes, so you can choose your favorite or make them all. We are going to need a bunch of scrap yarn, a couple of crochet hooks, a pair of scissors, and because it's Earth Month, a little bit of Mother Nature. Let's get started. Step 1. Making the vine. Grab your green yarn and a crochet hook and make a slip knot. Next, chain 10. Now we'll be making a single crochet in the second stitch from the hook. Insert your hook, grab up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And then a double crochet in the next stitch. So that's yarning over, pulling through 2 loops, yarning over, pulling through 2 loops, and then a single crochet in the next stitch. To finish off this baby leaf, make a slip stitch at the base of the leaf. Now we'll chain 8. To make the big leaf, it will be very similar, but will include a treble crochet. So start off with a single crochet, then a double crochet in the next stitch, and now a treble. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next stitch, grab up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. Back to a double crochet in the next stitch, and then a single crochet. Make a slip stitch around the base, and there you have a larger leaf. Now I'm chaining 12 and making another small leaf. You can make your leaves as close or as far apart as you want, but do remember you'll need a larger length of chain to make the larger leaf. I'm placing the leaves at random intervals, chaining between 8 to 16 between each leaf or leaf cluster. Continue this until you've reached the length that you'd like. I've decided I'd like to make mine rather long because I'd like the tassels to be dangling down my back. Then I suggest trying it on to see if it is the length that you would like and to determine which leaves you would like to be in the center of your forehead. Make a note of those leaves and put your vine aside because now we're making the flowers. Flower number 1. Start by making a slip knot and chaining 4. You can use a magic circle for this, but I've decided to chain 4 and make a chain 4 loop. So make a slip stitch in the very first chain and then chain 3. Yarn over to make a double crochet in the center and then chain 3. Slip stitch in the center circle, and there's your first petal. We'll chain 3 and make a double crochet into the center and chain 3, slip stitch in the center. Continue this until you have 5 petals. Once you've made your last slip stitch, you can cut your yarn and tie this off. Flower number 2. With your first color, make a slip knot and chain 5. This is to make sure that there is enough space for all the stitches in the circle space. Slip stitch into the first chain and chain 1. Now we'll make 12 single crochets into the center space. Cut your yarn and then add the next color by tying a knot. Then bring this color forward and chain 4. Now yarn over twice to make a treble crochet into the same stitch. Chain 4 and slip stitch into the same stitch. Chain 4 and make a treble crochet into the next stitch. Chain 4 and slip stitch into the same stitch. Continue this until you have made a petal in every available center stitch. Flower number 3. This one has larger petals than flower 1. First, make a slip knot and chain 5. Slip stitch into the first chain and then chain 4. Make 2 treble crochets into the center space and then chain 4 and make a slip stitch in the center. There's your first petal. So we'll chain 4, make 2 treble crochets and chain 4 and slip stitch in the center. We'll continue this until there are 5 petals. Flower number 4. Grab your first color yarn and make a slip knot. Chain 5, and slip stitch into the first chain. Chain 2, and make a double crochet into the center space. Repeat this 12 times. Now you can cut your yarn and insert your new color. We'll chain 1. This counts as your first single crochet. Now we'll make a treble crochet in the same stitch, and then a single crochet in the same stitch. Make a single crochet into the next stitch, followed by a treble and another single crochet into the same stitch. You'll notice that this pattern gives a knobbly petal effect. Continue this all the way around, and I'll meet you at flower 5. Flower number 5. This is by far the easiest of all the flowers. Make a slip knot and chain 4. Slip stitch into the first chain, and then chain 8. Now slip stitch into the center space, and that's your first petal completed. So we'll chain 8, and then slip stitch into the middle space. I've made some flowers like this with 5 petals. I've made some with 7, so that's completely up to you. I've made a total of 14 flowers for my flower crown using different sized hooks and colors, keeping the tails fairly long so that you can use them to tie onto your vine. Now it's time to decide which flower you would like in the center of your flower crown, or like mine, slightly off center to my forehead, and then position the other flowers around this one. And now you can add your flowers to your vine. Grab the flower you'd like in the middle and make a double knot with the tails that you've left behind. I do suggest keeping a mirror nearby so that once you've added a flower, you can try this out and see if this is the position you'd like it in. So I'm testing this out and realized that I would like my red flower to be a little closer to the center. Once you're happy with the position of all the flowers, you can now weave in your ends, or be extremely lazy like I was and make a triple knot and cut off your ends. I don't know why I just admitted that, but such is life. If you've decided to make this project, please do tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your flower crowns. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. You can follow me on Instagram at Forest Feather Fashion. Until next time, happy creating!